Hey everyone, welcome to High School Dropouts Advice. Today I want to talk with you about Cathie Woods and her new ETF called ARKX, which should launch in mid-March to the end of March. I want you to be prepared because her investment will affect the stock prices. In most cases, the prices will go up significantly when she picks the stock. Under the millennials, she got a status like a modern-day Warren Buffett after predicting the rise of Tesla nearly 100% correctly. So in this video, I will talk about ARKX, what ARKX is all about, what stocks she might pick, my investment strategies, and what risks we will face. Important for me is that my subscribers and viewers are preparing for what is coming. The most money to be made in the stock market is when you are early, when you buy and sell. So be patient and sit tight. You are the one who will be prepared for the next trends. The EV trend was last year. Now get ready for the next. In case you did not subscribe yet, please do it now, because if you don't, you will most likely forget about it. And if what I'm going to share with you is not worth your subscription, you still can unsubscribe. So let us get started. In the SEC filing of January 13th of 2021, Ark Invest explained what ARKX will be about. The investment objective is a long-term growth of capital. So this means this ETF is designed and the purpose is to make you money. The funds and the fees are not mentioned in the SEC report yet, but you can expect the fees similar to her other ETFs. So let us dive deeper into the more exciting stuff. Principal investment strategies. She mentioned that at least 80% of its asset would be invested under normal circumstances, which means she will keep most of your money at work, but might choose not to do so if it's wiser not to do so. An example could be aliens are attacking us and destroying our infrastructure in space. Also note that she mentioned she would invest domestic and in foreign equities. This simply means she will buy internationally. She also say that she will use a bottom-up and a top-down approach. Bottom-up means investing in companies with strong fundamentals, and top-down means a company with immense potential but without strong fundamentals. She also mentioned that the fund's investment will include micro, small, medium, and large capitalizations company. This means she could buy any company of any size. So we could see tiny companies getting picked by her or larger ones. She did this filing because she can buy, hold, and sell any companies at any given time, so she got the most significant amount of freedom to invest as long as the stocks she picks are related to space, explorations, travel, and their infrastructure. So let's dive more in depth into the 4 categories she will pick her stocks from. Category 1. Orbital aerospace companies that launch, make, service, or operate platforms in the orbital space, including satellites and launch vehicles. This being said, which stock will fit into this category? We know Airbus, Boeing, Virgin Galactic, and in future SpaceX, Maxar technology are the major players here. And I have to say that the companies are usually medium to large cap for the first category, because a small company can't do the job. There won't be too many choices, and with those companies we have some which will fit perfectly into her requirements. I made a video about Maxar right here, and I will link it here and in the description below. Take your time to watch that video and make your own opinion on how likely it will get to a pick into the ARKX ETF. Me personally, I'm quite optimistic and will strengthen my position until mid-March before the hype is coming. But of course, the other major players in this category have a very high chance of getting picked because they are the industry leaders. So I think they have a specific spot in her ETF. So let's move to category number 2. Suborbital aerospace companies are that launch, make, service, or operate platform in the suborbital space, including drones, air taxis, and electric vehicles. So this category means every company which makes, serves, or operates operates flying drones. This category can become much broader. We have delivery drones like AgEagle, which I also make a video of it not so long ago. I link it up here and in the description below. We also have companies like Dragonfly, Lilium, Joby Aviation, NVIDIA, AMD, AeroVironment, Boeing, Parrot, Plymouth Rock Technologies, and EHang, where I also made a video of it, linked up here and in the description below. You will also have players who sell parts to drones manufacturers like AMD and NVIDIA. I also made a video for it, which I link it up here and in the description below. I'm not sure if I can link so many videos, but I will for sure leave them in the description for you guys. You see, the second category is huge, and I did not mention any other stocks that can play a role in her ETF. Let me continue with category 3 and 4, and then let me tell you what my investment strategy is and what risks we will face. Number 3, enabling technologies companies are companies that create the technologies required for successful value-added aerospace operations, including artificial intelligence, robotics, 3D printing, materials, and energy storage. This category is so much broader than the first two. It screams NVIDIA because the chips have to be used for robotics anyways, and NVIDIA is a massive AI development leader. So NVIDIA is a significant player in drones anyway, which was Cathie Woods' second category. I would be very surprised if NVIDIA does not get picked here. Robotics, I can see Maxar, which was in category 1 already. 3D printing could be a companies like Nano Dimension, which Ark Invest had chosen for her other portfolio, but many 3D printing companies are out there, so it isn't easy to narrow it down. Materials and energy storage can be companies providing the materials for space exploration, infrastructure, and maintenance. This could be so many companies, but energy storage, we are a little bit luckier. Most space explorations are using lithium-ion batteries, as you can see here, until they got a better technology which they can be replaced with. Here we have players like LG Chem, CATL, QuantumScape, and Panasonic, and many other smaller battery producers. I made a video for QuantumScape and Panasonic, so you might see the pattern here. I have prepared many stocks which has an excellent chance to get picked by Ark Invest in the near future, because I want my subscriber and viewers to be ready for the upcoming trend. So if you think about what stocks I should add and analyze, let me know in the comments below. The fourth category is aerospace. Beneficiary companies that stands to benefit from aerospace activities, including agriculture, internet access, a global positioning system, in short GPS, construction, and imaging. In this category, we come to a point where it's pointless to mention the companies because it could be nearly every company. Now let us talk about my strategy. I can only speak about my strategy because I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy on YouTube. Do your own due diligence, and remember, your money is your responsibility, and in general, don't invest if you cannot afford to lose it. My strategy is pretty simple. I will look for the stocks which fit into ARKX criteria the most. We know that the first category has only limited significant players, so the likelihood of getting picked is very high. So remember the stocks in the first category: Virgin Galactic, Boeing, Maxar, Airbus, and soon hopefully SpaceX. If I'm a swing trader, I will build my positions in some of those companies. Some companies have solid fundamentals, so if my bet is not picked into ARKX ETF, I could simply sell it without much of a risk of losing in the short term. But I'm a long-term investor. I will build my position in the stock which I think it will get picked, and I prepare myself for a roller coaster ride. I know swing traders and retail investors are joining, and they will create some volatility, so I'm mentally ready for what will happen. After selecting the first category, we can select a couple of drone companies which have a stable future without ARKX investment. It's just too many drone companies out there. We can't and and don't want to invest in 30 drone companies. I will invest in 2 to 3 drones companies that will most likely do good without the investment of Cathie Woods. If my stock gets picked, it's a bonus for me, but the fundamentals will catch up if not. Then let us move into category 3. This category is pretty broad, but I think the stocks we can narrow down the most are the energy storage ones. In my opinion, she will most likely invest in more extensive and leading battery manufacturers with more scalability, because I don't think she will pick a small battery manufacturer when she expects a lot of drones to be built in the near future. She has to choose a battery manufacturer that can be scaled. Big players are CATL, LG Chem, Panasonic, and in couple of years maybe QuantumScape. I would be surprised if CATL is getting picked, because this stock is not listed in the most of the US brokerage, and it would be a little of a hassle for Cathie Woods to buy it from the Chinese exchange and making trades with extra fees. The same would apply to LG Chem. If you don't have an account to buy stocks, I can recommend you Webull. I use Webull myself, and you get 2 stocks for free up to 1850 when you deposit at least $100. I will link the info down below. Panasonic has the best outlook at the moment. It also has a price to earning ratio of around 19, which is the cheapest option out there, and it's already a partner with Tesla. You guys know that Cathie Woods is a big Tesla bull, so that it would come naturally also invest in Tesla's partner. Panasonic will again do good if they get not picked. Just the big market with the EV batteries will make Panasonic good money. At this point, I think you guys clearly understand which stocks I will invest in for the Cathie Woods Ark Invest and space travel trend. You guys could see how I pick my stocks, so the risk to reward ratio makes sense. But please always keep in mind, this ETF and those investments are highly concentrated in one direction. You can imagine in case of a disaster or economic recessions, no one is interested in space. Many thanks for staying up to here. Please subscribe to my channel if you didn't do it yet. See you hopefully in the next video. Thank you so much. See you. Bye. An example could be aliens are attacking us and destroying our infrastructure. Most play, man.